be a sin? Oh, if I can help falling in love with you, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea.
I hope for better days, and lately times are tough. The angels give me strength, and I'm not giving up. So I'll wipe away my tears, I'll over my pain. They're pushing up my shoulders, and I hold on to this stay. I've been seeing it.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin?
Woohoo! That was beautiful. Good evening, everyone. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness something very special, something memorable, something unforgettable, something someone may say that it's once in a lifetime. My first debut as an officiant. Just kidding. Welcome, family and friends. On behalf of Edward and Diana, they want to thank you for being a part of their special day. My name is Wendy Ramos, and I will be your tour guide for this event. We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, to witness the joining of these two lives, Edward Singh and Diana Lynn Ramos. For them, out of the routine of their extraordinary life, the ordinary has happened. Thanks to San Francisco's very own Atmosphere nightclub, and with the help of fate, love, and celebrating two occasions that night, we wouldn't be here today. On behalf of the bride and groom, Fernando, they want to thank you for being born and celebrating your birthday that night. After meeting each other, falling in love, 8 years later, here they are. But the main reason of today is a celebration for us, for it is a pleasure for us to see their love bloom and to witness and participate in the union of two people perfectly suited for one another. And of course, many of you here are for the cocktails. Let's save that for later. Marriage, what can I say? Well, nothing because I'm not married, but in time I hope and plan to be. But based on witnessing marriages from other people, marriages from family members, and of course my parents, I was told a good marriage must be created. In marriage, it's the little things that are the big things. Remembering to say, I love you just because, never too old to hold hands, never going to sleep angry, having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's standing together and facing the world in whatever comes your way. It's building an atmosphere in which can grow with each other to find a common search for the good and the beautiful. Because it's not only marrying the right person, it's being the right partner. To me, love recognizes no barriers. You will do anything and everything to make it work. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times over and over again, even though if it's with the same person. Where there is love, there is life. But without love, what are you really basing it out of? Always communicate, stay committed, most importantly, compromise on whatever comes your way. I guarantee that if you abide by those C's, the 3 C's, you will have a successful marriage. But if it doesn't work, that's not my fault. Now that my time to shine is up, let's begin with the real reason why we're here. You both have chosen to write your own vows, and it is with these words you express your binding promises to love, honor, and cherish each other. If you are ready to make these promises to one another, I would like for you both to face each other and declare your promises. Edward, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
June 4th, 2011. It was a Saturday night. The venue was Club Atmosphere in San Francisco. It was me and my group of guys going out to the club to celebrate Fernando's 23rd birthday. And Diana just so happened to be there with her friends and family celebrating her undergrad. I had never met this girl before, but when I saw that girl dancing, and I walked up to her asking if I could dance with her, little did I know that this was the woman I would dance with for the rest of my life. I can say that 8 years ago, when Diana and I met, I was young, I was lost, and I still had a lot of growing up to do. I had also never been in a real relationship before. Diana had to put up with a lot from me. She had to deal with my insecurities, my poor decision making, my anger issues that would flare up from me having a rough childhood. Diana truly helped me defeat all my internal demons in my life and trust that there were many.
Just pat it.
You okay? At age 31, I can now say that I truly know myself, and I'm truly happy with who I have become, because being with Diana has allowed me to truly express myself and be who I am with the utmost support. When I needed the confidence to pursue a new career and never settle for something that I wasn't happy with, Diana was always there to guide me. When I decided to go back to school and pursue my bachelor's degree, Diana encouraged me. When I was working full-time in the day and went to school full-time at night, Diana motivated me because she was also doing the same thing right by my side. Dinah had never once given up on me. When I saw Diana walk the stage for earning her master's degree, that was one of the most happiest days of my life because I knew she accomplished one of her biggest goals that she had set for herself. And fast forward to last year, when Diana finally got in the job offer that she's been waiting for from Kaiser, it was just the icing on the cake. When I met Diana, I knew she was destined for greatness, but to see her actually accomplish the greatness was inspiring. This is what pushes me day by day, year by year, to accomplish the goals I had set in place for us in our future. When I think of Diana, a few things come to mind. Great granddaughter, great daughter, great sister, great auntie, great cousin, and great friend. She has set a great example for the younger generation around her, and she has become a role model for many. She lives a peaceful and simple life. She always plays it safe. She's super ethical and just an overall a very thoughtful person. Diana is someone who has no bad bone in her body and always looks for the good in every human being. Diana, you are my best friend. You are a genuine person with inner and outer beauty. Your kind heart, your selflessness, your intellect is what keep my world spinning. Without you, I would be nothing. With you, I'm a prince. And marrying you is the biggest accomplishment of my whole life. Looking back at the night when I met you in that club in San Francisco, I truly believe Lakshmi put us there purposely for us souls to meet and grow together. That night was truly heaven sent. I vow to always be there by your side, to always have your back, to be there to help you through all the tough times. I vow to stick around for the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, and for better or for worse. With you, we will always enjoy coffee shops on the weekends, long walks with the doggos, traveling the world, and one day, maybe dropping a seed for the whole world to enjoy. I love you.
Sorry, what'd you say? Diana would like to hear that one last phrase one more time.
Diana,
Diana, look at your groom.
I love you.
Don't look at me because you make me cry. That was very beautiful, Edward. Diana, when you're ready, you may begin. But I'm going to put the mic on the stand because I was shaking a little bit. Yeah, let's turn it.
You should have gone last because I'm not good with words. But to my boo boo bear, standing here today is everything I imagined it to be. Who would have thought one dance would have turned into 8 years of unforgettable memories, laughs, and love? It wasn't always an easy 8 years. It's been filled with many twists and turns, and yet our love is so powerful, and it's led us here today. You're a man with very few words, or thought I, or you're a man of very few words, or at least I thought so, until that. And you know, your energy just really emits the love that you really feel for me. With you, your actions really speak louder than words. You know, we can sit in silence and I still feel your presence. One of my many favorite memories of you was when we first started dating. And you had came all the way from Hayward just to wash my car. Remember what you were wearing that day? You had on these hideous space-looking Jordans. And, despite your shoes in that moment, despite just freshly dating, I knew that you would jump through hoops for me. And that's what you've been doing ever since, jumping through all the hoops and obstacles I've put up. I know loving me is not always easy. And yet, here we are, still loving you. You are still loving me with the same immense feeling. Still giving me butterflies. Still making me laugh with your random dance moves. Still bringing me coffee and donuts on random weekend mornings. You're my number one motivator and supporter. You've not only taught me how to love again, you taught me patience, because God knows that it's hard for me. You taught me that sometimes things don't need to be perfect, which is hard with my OCD tendencies. And you taught me that not everything has to be planned out, and to just go with the flow, and just to take things day by day. Dab. Just dab. I can't wait to spend my life with you, traveling around the world, trying all the different coffee spots to find that perfect chai latte. And going to Mr. Dewey's and trying samples of every flavor before choosing, even though we've already tried it all. I can't wait to grow our family and give Melvin and Nala human siblings. Yes. I can't wait to spend my life with you and build new memories as husband and wife. So as we are standing here today, I vow to support you through every decision, except when it's clearly not a smart one. I vow to continue appreciating you and challenging you. I vow to not only grow old with you, but to continue growing with you to be the best versions of ourselves. I vow to communicate how I feel, so you're not left guessing what's wrong. And lastly, I vow to never give up on us, even when things get tough, because I know that our love is strong enough to get through everything. I love you.
Well, if I knew that was going to be so heartfelt, I wouldn't have wore mascara. But that was very beautiful, guys. Okay. So the only thing I ask is that you always treat yourself and each other with respect. And remind yourself often what brought you both here today. Now's the time to declare your commitment to one another. You will simply respond, "I do," to declare your commitment, okay? Diana, do you take Edward to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him and be faithful to him?
I do.
Edward, do you take Diana to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him and be faithful to her? Okay. Diana, do you promise to stop being nitpicky and bossy and to stop snoring in his ear at night?
I'll try.
I'm sorry, that's not the words.
I do.
Okay, there we go. Edward, do you promise to not leave your clothes everywhere and to make sure you replace the toilet paper roll when it's empty? All right, we declared that. From what I was told, there are three rings of marriage. You have the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering. But again, don't base that off my experience. Like I said, I'm not married, but in time I hope and plan to be. Michael. Um, the wedding ring is an emblem of love through time and a symbol of devotion and agreement between the couple to love and cherish one another for the rest of their life. The reason for it being a circle is because when you think about it, a circle has no beginning or end. So therefore, it is a symbol of infinity, which would be considered endless and eternal, just the way love should be. It's more than just a piece of jewelry. It's something to justify your love for one another. Now I may ask who has the rings. Okay, we're not going to put that on yet. Okay. The rings you're about to place on each other's fingers are symbols of the love you expressed. Repeat after me and we will place the ring, okay? Diana, or Edward, we will go first. I, Edward, take thee, Diana, to be my wife. Sorry, let's do that again. All right. I, Edward, take thee, Diana, to be my wife,
I, Edward, take thee, Diana, to be my wife,
to have and to hold in sickness and in health,
to have and to hold in sickness and bad health,
for richer and poorer in joy and sorrow,
for richer and poorer in joy and sorrow.
and I promise my love to you.
I promise my love to you.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
All right, it's your turn. I, Diana, take thee, Edward, to be my husband,
I, Diana, take thee, Edward, to be my husband,
to have and to hold in sickness and in health,
to have and to hold in sickness and in health,
for richer and poorer in joy and sorrow,
for richer and poorer and joy and sorrow.
and I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
All right, so you both have stated your intent, have declared your commitment to one another, and now have exchanged rings. There is now only one thing left to do. Before doing so, I want to thank you both for choosing me and allowing me to officiate this wedding. It has been the biggest privilege and honor to ever receive. Could have warned me about the mascara, but it's okay. Um, may you have many joys and be the light of each other's days. May you always be in love and always see and encourage the best in each other. May the challenges that life brings your way make your marriage grow stronger. Maybe little things on the way, yes? But most importantly, love one another and be each other's best friend and greatest love. Because all of that is what brought you both here today. Never forget to put each other first. After expressing your love for one another and through the commitment and promises you both have just made, now's the time to officially seal the deal. By the power invested in me by the state of California and American Marriage Ministries, thank you, www.theaim.org, for my 5-minute class. Especially, seriously, anyone can do this. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Edward, you may kiss your bride. It is my greatest pleasure to formally introduce you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Edward Singh.
Got somebody, she is a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me, like it's her duty. Won't you ride by my side, night and day? Don't let it go, no, holding on, because you are mine.
All right, on behalf of the bride and groom, they would like to thank you all for attending and being part of their special day.
Take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the groomsmen. Come on, show some love for the groomsmen, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, rocking that purple and green, everybody. I'd like to introduce the bridesmaids. Make some noise, everybody. Hey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys can get up on your feet, if you guys are able to, I'd like to introduce the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Singh. Come on, everybody. Hey. Come on. Come on, keep it going, everybody. Keep it going, everybody. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey.
from the start, me tell them say I'm dirty, yeah. A Sean Paul and Sasha, come sing for them, baby.
Though you make me holler, though you make me sweat, I can't get your tenderness. Still I can't get you off my mind. What is it about you, baby?
I don't say dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Well, I'm a hustler and a player, and you know I'm not a stayer. That's a dirty, dirty love.
Yeah, once again, we love all of you. Thanks for being here with us. We hope everybody makes it safe. We hope everybody prospers as we go into this new year. It's going to be 2020. And yeah, it's a big deal. But once again, we love everybody here. Thank you.
I'll keep it short and sweet. We just want to thank everyone for being here, and we really appreciate and love every single one of you. You guys have been there with us through it all, and so, we really appreciate you being able to celebrate with us today. And for those, we do want to thank those who couldn't make it, and, if they could, they would be here today. And so, again, and I want to give a special shout out to all, the people, bridal party. Yes. And also, my cousins for being able to help set up and make this all look wonderful. And so this is all to them, so thank you. Yeah. Yes. And of course, she's my family now. She thinks she's not. But to my future sister-in-law, Alex, for also being here too and setting up.
Hi, everyone. Quiet down, table 6. Quiet down. My name is Sandy. I'm one of the matron of honors for Diana. I'm really nervous. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I've known Diana for a very long time. When I say long time, I know when she was like up in 4th grade with, when we're pre-woman. Yeah, especially when I saw Mike real short, but, I got the honor to see Diana grow into this beautiful woman in front of me. She is so considerate, so kind, and I'm so happy to see her find someone compatible to her, to make her happy, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of her day. Congratulations, Diana and Eddie. To you. Cheers. Also, is Atmosphere still open? I need to trade up my husband. Love you.
Thank you. My name is Steven Singh. I am the... There you go! So I know where the Singh and Sharmas are, but where the Ramos family at? Can everyone... There you go! We are family now. So I am the 3rd brother of the Singh family. Thank you, Eddie, for letting me be your best man. I do have a short story to share with everyone. And as you know, Eddie was not vegan before. So I know Eddie before he was vegan and after he was vegan. I'm just kidding. But my short story is a little sweet. So me and myself and Eddie, we grew up, he was kind of a bully, Eddie used to bully me as a kid because I was just, a little bit younger than him, so he had that title. But, I want to share a story that's, a little bit personal to me. And Eddie, I used to play soccer competitively, and Eddie used to believe in me. Eddie is the only brother that used to take me to practice and actually stay for my soccer games. And, as to see someone there just to watch me play soccer was something a little bit meaningful to me. And you know what? I thank you for that, Eddie. Because just for me, just to have someone there, from my family, just to watch me play, it made me feel just a little bit more confident when I'm on the field. So what I want to take away from that is I know that despite that, growing up, that Eddie used to bully me, I know that in the future, Eddie will be a supporting brother to me and my family here. He will be a great husband to his beloved Diana. Hey, Diana! And one day he will be an excellent father. So thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
How you guys doing today? You guys all look great. This is my first time at a wedding. I'll introduce myself. My name is Matthew. I'm the youngest brother in the family. And I'm very blessed to have known these people, like Diana the last 8 years, Eddie my whole life. I'm very blessed because last year, these two actually flew out me and my spoiled brat sister over here to Hawaii. And
Not even my sister, but I feel it.
you feel it though, right? There you go. And we were there for a week, and this really gave me perspective about the relationship. Every morning, the day starts at 6 a.m. Like, you're on vacation, you're waking up at 6 a.m. I'm like, come on, I gotta sleep in for a little bit. Days end at midnight, so from 6 a.m. to midnight, these guys are guiding the entire trip. I've never been on a trip, vacation, whatever, so organized. And that's all, I guess I found out it was all Diana. She planned out this entire trip, itinerary, everything. She's telling me about the food before she hasn't even had the food yet. She's like, oh yeah, it tastes great, it tastes like this. But Diana, I got to meet you and get to know you very well. You're very soft-spoken, you're very smart, very motivating, just being at the graduations and everything. And then you got Eddie over here. He's like your hype man, You're like the project coordinator, coordinated this whole trip, and Eddie's just there. Hey man, this acai bowl, it tastes great. You gotta have it. Eddie's really trying to close you on vegan food if he says it's immaculate. If he said the vegan food over there is immaculate, he's very prideful in that. That's his word, it's immaculate. That's his thing. But witnessing what they have, honestly, they mash perfectly together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know, I'm just saying, they're great. I love you guys so much. You guys are so motivating. You guys have what everyone is chasing. You guys' personalities match perfectly together, and I love to, continue to share more moments with you guys in the future. Stay blessed, stay committed, stay together. Dana, please take care of my brother and his son, Melvin. For those who don't know, Melvin's his dog, by the way. So, yeah, that's all I really got to say. Thank you.
Hi, so I'm the youngest with my brothers. I'm the youngest of our family. I'm the only girl with these 3 boys. It's been a great trip. So growing up, my mom was always working and providing for us, and so a lot of the times when my mom wasn't home because she was working to provide and support for us, Eddie was our parental figure in the house. And apparently stories from when I was little, the minute I was born, he couldn't ever get away from me, always wanted to mess with me. And even as I grew up, Eddie always would take me to school, pick me up, took me to my soccer games, stayed there, waited for me, and he's always been my #1 supporter no matter what I did, no matter what I wanted to do. Even if the decisions I were making were wrong, he was always been my #1 supporter. and it's always been great. And I remember when Eddie and Diana first started talking, like I said, he had to take me to school, or I had to like make him take me to practice. And so I used to walk into his room and be on the phone cupcaking with Diana. I'd be like, get out of my room, get out of my room. I'm on the phone. I was like, oh, okay. And 8 years ago, I was probably like, I was really little, and you know, I grew up with my brothers, and I was kind of grown up as a boy. And when Diana came into my life, she was kind of like, I like to believe Diana was like my little guardian angel, in the sense of like, when I met Diana, I always stuck with her, and she was my role model. I wanted to grow up and be the person Diana is. I wanted to be as patient as her, as kind. I wanted to treat the world the way Diana was. I used to like sit there and watch Diana drive, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna drive like that one day. Like, I used to want to be Diana, and I feel like a lot of the reason why I am the way I am today is because I learned from her, and I'm just happy to have her as my little guardian angel, and even if you got married today, you've always been my sister. Thanks.
Alright, so most of y'all know me as Diana's little motherfucking brother. You know what I mean? So it's like this, like when they both got to PG, alright. So when they both got together, I hated this man. You know, but at the same time, I learned to love him. I learned to try to love him as a person, learn to love him who he is. But at the same time, I didn't want to at the same time forget about my sister. You know, like it's me, my sister, and Frankie out there. It's always been us three. You know, but I'm the younger little brother, so of course I'm gonna care about her. You know? So the thing is, like with me and Eddie, we never seen eye from eye. You know that. You already know that. You know, but at the same time, from this day forward, I'm willing to put everything aside because my sister is happy. And that's all that matters. You know? And things I seen that she's happy, and I even seen that he's happy, and I'm able to put everything aside that it's like, all right, just take care of my sister. You know, because at the end of the day, it was always us three, right?
Yes.
It was always us three. You know, so this is you guys too. You know, but this is my little big sister. I'm the youngest. This is my sister Diana. This is my sister Francisca. It's always been us three. You know, so it's like that's what I was worried about. I was worried that she was gonna be okay. I was worried that she was gonna be loved for, cared for, and everything like that. But you know, from this day, I see it. I see from his vows that he said today and everything that he's devoted to her. You know, because other than that, I'll be off the scout. You know what I mean? But other than that, he's there for my sister. He's there for her. You know, because I used to be able to be there for her and like be able to like be there for her, but now it's him, and that's all that matters. You already know what it is, June. You know, because it's hard. It's hard for me. I walked down my sister Nana's house today. I never thought she would have asked me. Because other than that, it would have been my dad. It would have been her dad fucking walking her down. You know? But it's us. She chose me. And all I'm saying is, like Eddie, all I ask is just take care of her. Because we've been through stuff that all she deserves is happiness. All right? You know, and she deserves happiness. We've been through so much. That's all I ask. And that's all I ask. Ramos, man, take care of the familia. That's all it is. And my sister's happy, that's all that matters. All right?
So I'm guessing a lot of people don't know me. My name is Jarrell. I worked with Diana at Aeropostale a long time ago, clothing store in the mall. And I had the pleasure of being trained by Diana, working with her, working under her. I was late for work every day. I wasn't the best. She's very much a caring person. But I just wanted to speak for both of them because this is an amazing wedding. To Eddie's point, when he was saying earlier, like everyone here from different backgrounds, from different cultures, just everyone being together in the same room and being able to share good vibes is very rare. So I definitely understand that like Dave touched people's lives in the right way to bring everyone here to cross paths. And I'm very grateful to have Diana as a friend and Eddie. I met him a little bit later. I had known Diana for a while and then heard about Eddie and I was like, ooh, who's that? And then she was like, oh, well, you know, we're just new and all that stuff. And then later on, he kept coming around. We started going to dinners, and it really wasn't that hard to like this guy. He's pretty great, just genuine person, good vibes. You know, someone that when you talk to him, you know he's looking you in your eye. You know he's thoughtful. You know what he's saying is the truth. But honestly, from being in a lot of weddings, I can see like you guys truly are great partners. And I think I speak for everyone when I say like we appreciate how you guys have changed people's lives for the better. So I just want to give a speech out, just being an old friend, like you guys have been able to touch people and keep us together. And we don't get to see each other as often as we like. So just really love you guys. And yeah, happy to be here.
Scoop, guys, get room. Hello. I know I'm just not the minister. I'm actually the bride's cousin, AKA sister. Yes, Father Wen. Mother Wen. These two are shy, so I'm going to do the talking for the both of us. Nan has always been the shy, quiet, sensitive one out of the bunch. And I'm so glad she has Eddie in her life to kind of bring her unshyness out. I remember the night when we decided to celebrate her graduation, and her rule of that night, make sure I don't leave making out with someone. Just an hour and a half of being in the club, me and my cousin Shar were like, where's Nana? But Shar goes, let me go check my makeup, let's go to the bathroom. Turns out these two were by the bathroom making out. And me and Frankie looked at each other and we said, oh, I guess that rule's out the window. But 8 years later, here they are. And Eddie, we just want to say thank you for taking care of our sister. Nana may not be my sister, but heck, our family is so tight-knit like that. My dad took in 3 other kids. You know, I know your dad's not here, but I know for sure he would look at you and say, you are so beautiful tonight. Your dad will be so proud. I can't. You guys always make me talk. But like I said, my dad took you guys in, and me and April, just me and her, it might have been really boring growing up, but we had you guys. I had an additional 2 sisters and a brother, and that was amazing for me and April. Growing up, hiding in closets, breaking closets, actually. Highlighter shirts. Our Barbie cars didn't work, so we pushed each other down the hill. You rolling Mike down the staircase. Taking in stray cats, taking a bath with them, we got in trouble. What else? We've been through a lot, Nan, and I'm so happy you found your person who filled that hole for you. And being together, just seeing you guys happy, it's nothing more we can ever ask for. So, Eddie, thank you for taking care of Nana and giving her all the happiness she really does deserve. And welcome to our crazy family. The Ramos people, you already know we could get drunk, but we know our limit. Sometimes, Nana. We love you. But we love you. We love you, and we love you.
Aren't you guys gonna help?
All right, we have one last one. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone. Our family, the Colon family, we have dear relationships with both Eddie and Diana. They are our daughter's godparents. Diana, I met her when I first started dating Karen. And for those that know me, the table in the back, shout out. I'm pretty crazy. So the fact that she has unconditional, unjudging, just upfront love is the first thing I can say about her. There's no judging, and it's loyalty. And the same thing I could say about Eddie. They dated about a year after we started dating, got married, and then we left. And I met Eddie in Florida, right? Came down to Florida. So he came down to see us. That was first introduction, and we hit it off. We have the most methodical, conversations. Success feeds success, and it's always been like that. And these are just two people that I can absolutely trust and say that if something happened to me, my children will be all right because they're going to take care of him. We also love the Ramos family. They've always been accepting for us. I just want to say thank you guys. We truly love you guys. I love you so much, bro.
Yes, Eddie and Diana. That's the cake. Cake, that's the cake. Yeah, give it up. Give it up for Eddie, man, everybody. Hey.
With you, boy.
So girl, I try to understand that a man is just a man. That's a dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
That's a loving from the start, but you know we're at the part. That's the way I give my love.
I'm still in love. Yes, I'm still in love.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the newlyweds, everybody. You want to get down like that? You want to get down like that? Hey. All right. That. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for the bouquet toss. So ladies, all the single ladies. All the single ladies. Y'all about to catch this really big bouquet. It's probably the biggest bouquet I've seen. I've done a bunch of weddings. This is the biggest bouquet I've ever seen. All the single ladies getting onto the dance floor. Hey, hey, hey. Genuine, you're for Genuine. Yeah, let's get it. Hey. Hide your kids, everybody. Hide your kids. Close your kids' eyes. Close your eyes. Children. Children, close your eyes. Boy, close your eyes, children. Here, here. We got Magic Eddie in the house. Magic Eddie. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Where all the single fellas at? All the single fellas. All the single fellas, bring it on to the dance floor. Hey, 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 hey. Here we go, all the single fellas. Don't forget to box out, here we go. Here we go, Eddie, you ready to go? Oh, he just did it. He just did it. You're supposed to wait for me to count, man. Oh well, whatever. Whoops. Sorry.
But turn around, she ask a question, why? When me leave in me see the girl, I cry. And it hurts my heart to tell a lie. So don't cry no more, baby girl, for sure. Just remember the good times we had before.
I love you, baby.
Oh, yeah. I told you get the little loving and me
You
gone.
don't know how to love me.
I know no time for no kiss up, no
Not
charm.
even how to kiss me.
I told me take your little advice
I
down.
don't know why.
Hey, baby girl,
I love you, baby.
I know so dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Well, I'm a hustler and a player, and you know I'm not to stay. That's the dirty love.